Today I'm watching What We Do in the Shadows, Season 1, Episode 8. The previous episode was all about this trial and council as our three main vampires obviously met up with this council and were being charged with killing the Baron, even though it was Guillermo. We do see Guillermo admit to it, and then it's back and forth of who are they going to kill, with the vampires ending up in this well that will expose them to sunlight, obviously. So a really great episode, so funny, really big production for that episode in my opinion, and lots of cameos, which isn't always the case, especially with a 22-minute episode. But yeah, really well done. So I'm curious to see where we're gonna go now that the Baron isn't involved. We've seen, the aftermath of them being without the Baron, and it didn't sound like he was the best anyway. Nobody was really heartbroken that he was gone. So yeah, curious to see where we're gonna go. So thank you so much for sharing in this first time watching with me. If you have any other suggestions for TV shows you think I should watch, please comment below. And if you want to have a say in what movies or TV shows I watch, be sure to join Patreon. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and check back often for more awesome content.
I have given a strange girl the most beautiful gift. The gift of becoming a vampiric blood.
Oh, Jenna. Yeah, she doesn't really have a shadow. That's such a cool effect. Whoa! That was cool with the skeleton in the mirror.
What's happening to me?
And to see the process of what it is to turn vampires in this world.
Having crazy dreams, super weird.
Just casually levitating. Everybody's like, what's going on? Yeah, trying to film it. The found footage. Oh.
I'm usually a flexitarian.
Who else?
She's eating a squirrel. The cross.
Sensitivity and skin sensitivity.
So funny. Oh my gosh. This girl has no idea what's going on.
Shreds.
So funny. I love having those cold opens like that.
To the house, and then you let them leave. Show them out.
Loud and clear.
Fair enough.
It's
All
common
right.
courtesy.
It is.
Did one of them get lost? What?
For when you leave the house, to blow out the candle.
Fire hazard for sure.
Snake in heat.
That may be me. I'm wearing a new cologne called Mr. Hijinks.
Okay, great.
You. No, don't.
Aftershave mix, and I found it in the bathroom at work
Great.
Ew. No touch those. Never.
Shush.
to annoy you.
Touche.
Well, it works. It works. Yeah.
Just made it up.
Sounds fake.
No, I have not just made it up. It's a real country. It's not a fake country. It's a real country. Nandor.
I don't think I've heard of it.
New word.
I've got it.
Oh, great. How's it doing?
Not so hot. It's dissolved.
I was gonna say this must be a very old country, which would make sense for him. 1401. He's like, my home is gone.
Out that your country has not existed since 1401. It's a pretty sudden shock.
Is it
It
though?
was my home.
Yeah, which would be sad.
Out for pillaging and killing and torturing, and that's fair enough, really. But
He is Nandor the Relentless. It's his namesake.
nowhere is my home.
Oh, that's kind of sad for him, though. Oh my god, the fish! They're trying to eat the fish, really?
Disabled, very sickly donkey that you want to smash in the skull because it is just too pitiful to look at.
Oh god. She's not adapting well to vampire life.
Talk with me about my unholy transition. I had no one to guide me.
I'm so glad they bring her back. We've only seen her a few episodes, but I like that they keep, have a reoccurring character.
Nandor. Shit.
What country is it supposed to be now? I'm very curious. Obviously it became something else. Oh, Nandor. I love the flying, the wire trick, so cool.
I'm really depressed about it, and I've lost my appetite. You don't want to hear about all this. You were running away.
Yeah, he's like telling the person he's about to kill. Oh.
But really, you go. Flee. Flee!
He's like, I'm just stressed, okay? And I'm stress eating.
I will make an alliance with this unholy nation and make this place my home.
There you go.
He's gonna become an American citizen, okay?
I'll see you back at home.
Poor Guillermo. Bat!
Yeah, It's become pretty clear to me that I'm turning into a vampire. Eternity.
Darling, you feel like crap because you are eating crap. You are living like a little chimney boy.
These old-timey references.
How do I do that?
Darling, it's nothing. You just got to drink some human blood, baby. That's all. I'm going to...
She's like, oh, is that all I have to do? Oh, God. This will be a tough lesson.
Their blood but not kill them?
Shh. You just shut up now, my stupid little baby.
She's like, let me comfort you. I turned you into a vampire. Let me show you the ways.
5 reasons in 5 reasons only. Johnson, Jordan, Bird, Barclay, Ewing.
Basketball players?
Line up for the 1992 US Olympic men's basketball. The dream team, baby.
That's why he wanted to become a citizen. I didn't know he was a sports fan. Okay, here we go.
Men, conquerors of the court. I simply had to pledge my undying allegiance to their nation.
It's like, you have a great team. I must be a part of this.
Probably because the Macarena swept the nation. So I didn't really...
Good as an excuse as any. I mean, you're busy doing the Macarena. How is time to focus?
And kill your first human meal.
I can fold my tongue like a taco.
What's that? Oh, no. No.
Don't lead with that. Nope, 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 nope,
I
nope.
am just stupid human man. Oh, ouch, ouch, my balls. I would love to drink beer.
Might be a sentence someone said before. Oh, God, too much. Too much. Yep.
An excellent crawler. You can see.
I love how they add in the effects and the stunts. So cool. Yeah, she's great at crawling the walls.
Like me.
A creepy crawler.
Scratch up the wall. That's right. Come on.
It would make sense that she would, you know, oh, okay, maybe not. Maybe not. I was like, she sired her, so maybe...
What's all this mess, and what are you doing up there?
Calm down, Laszlo. I was just teaching the little stupid baby vampire how to...
Little stupid baby.
She should be in a bloody cage.
Laszlo!
Horrible thing to say.
Oh, see what you've done.
Now you've upset her. Oh my gosh, this poor girl.
How many times have you been married?
Just the once.
Okay.
To 37 women.
He's like, but who's counting? I mean, it technically was one wedding, so...
Best of my abilities will turn you into the most impressive vampire there is.
He doesn't sound convinced of that at all, but sure.
It's George Washington.
George Washington.
Yes.
America's first gay president.
I don't think...
I mean, there is some history about it. Don't quote me on it, but I've seen some... There's like some old texts and stuff. Hey!
Is she a vampire now?
Well, she's got fangs in the white pale face. It's a pretty major clue.
Yeah, Guillermo, come on. He's like, why am I not a vampire?
So random. It's crazy. Like, it's crazy. Into a vampire.
Oh, Guillermo, this poor guy.
I could put my clothes.
No, don't do that.
What are you doing?
If I'm gonna be a bat, then don't I have to get... Where do my clothes go?
That is a good point. It's like werewolf transformations. They always show up naked.
Let's not get bogged down in the details.
Keep your
They're like, we've actually never thought about that.
Right. When I turn into a bat,
Oh, this seems like a dangerous place to try it out. Why would you try it on the lawn, on ground? Not off a roof where she could fall. Oh, God.
Bat!
It's okay, calm down.
Is that a... Oh, my God. Oh, my God. It is a bat, but what is that? That's terrifying. That is a giant bat creature thing.
Sound like someone threw a bag of garbage off the roof.
Well, don't investigate.
I like how he's helping him study and is somehow still being scolded.
Bag of garbage.
Is there any way you can let me back in?
Yeah. On your own since you're a fucking vampire now.
Wow, 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 wow. He's not jealous at all. Yeah, she's got... Yeah. Oh, Guillermo, you're in trouble now.
We want to do. And you will respect women a lot more after this, okay?
Okay.
Hey, whatever works. His basketball uniform. Yes.
Hypnotize my interviewer into giving me my citizenship.
I mean, if you have the ability.
Is this a joke to you, sir?
No.
The hypnotizing sound effects.
Workers are immune to hypnotism. It's like their souls are dead or something. You should have the right to bare your arms.
He doesn't know what that means. He thinks literally just bearing his arms. The literal translation.
I cannot kill him because that would be a very big blow to his family. I can't take that on emotionally.
Please, darling, listen to me.
She's so like conflicted about this. Like, I don't want to kill him.
Hey, you guys.
Yeah, okay.
Oppresses them.
Try and get his attention, darling.
Taking her to this frat party. Like, go find a victim. Go, go, go. Find someone you want to kill.
Are you enjoying your drink?
And she's so conflicted about it. No, just like, just do it. Just don't think about it.
They are very bad for making such a big boy.
I was gonna say, that weirdly might work.
I live to be your slave.
Yes, yes. Now go upstairs, put your head deep inside the toilet bowl, and flush it 7 times.
Make him give himself swirlies. Yes.
No! Okay, no, it's okay. He'll apologize.
No, you have just spilled your tankard of mead all over my...
Mead.
Me.
Oh, the fags. The hissing.
Oh, darling, it's not pointless.
No! I'm done! I'm done! I've had it! Thank you! I'm sorry!
She's like, I quit being a vampire. I'm over it.
Get out of my way! Out of my way! Why does nobody hear me?
Oh, and now she turned herself invisible. Is that her superpower? Yeah, like nobody was seeing her. Oh, taking the keg. Oh, rage. She's invisible. Yep, that's so cool.
You went invisible. Did you see it? You have a very, very...
Such a cool effect. Yeah, that's a great power to have for sure.
Many human people with this.
She's like, yes, you can be evil.
This is the best night of my life! Okay, wait.
They're like, what is in this drink?
There she is! This is amazing!
She's like, just kidding, I love this. I want to be a vampire forever.
Now, I wonder if anyone looks a little bit yummy, scrummy, bummy for you to murder with your mouth right now.
Well, that's a sentence and a half. Skalala, the lead singer. Invisible. She's like, thank you for the snack. Bye. Taking him outside. Oh my gosh. Skalala no more.
What the fuck? Hey there.
No, it's okay. Chomps his neck. Hi, sorry. Yep, there's the evil. It's in there. Chop, 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 chop. Oh my goodness. She's like looking like a proud mom. Like,
A little bit of chill.
into a canister. Oh my god, that's a good stream. Yep.
I've done as you asked, mistress.
Not now, big boy. Go and eat some bricks.
Eating bricks. Oh gosh.
Prince, and without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, so help me.
He can't say it because he's a vampire.
The last bit. So help me.
Oh my god, a tiny fireball. It literally burns his mouth. Oh, that was fun. So many cool effects in this episode. This guy. First time you've seen that, I think.
I'm like a little lost duck floating about in the middle of the ocean.
Will you stop fucking complaining?
Okay, Guillermo. Go for it.
You should be fucking proud of yourself. Proud of who you are.
Wow.
I think it's half pep talk, half him being jealous that he's not a vampire, but it works.
I am a vampire. A cool and powerful vampire.
He's like, how did I forget that? Oh,
Bureaucracies. It is you who will bow down to me. I don't need your citizenship.
he's like, I'm so proud. Yeah, it's like, I don't need to be a citizen of anything.
Sound your alarms. It won't make no difference.
He's like, I feel so much better. Thank you.
Have your confidence back. You probably need some vampire sidekick today.
I'm good.
Oh.
He's just like, any little window, any opportunity. He's just covered in blood.
I ate my first dude. And I've never stayed up this late.
No, you'll die. You'll die.
Oh,
Trust me, it's the night of many firsts for both of us.
you are now a full strong.
I feel like other parts of them, I guess they're like, yeah, head to toe, like closed, no skin is open, but the vamp or the motorcycle helmets. It was a bad idea. It was a bad idea. Oh. Oh my god. Yeah, I was like, there's no way they're just gonna hang out with vampire or with motorcycle helmets on. I'm guessing this song is by Scalalala. Yes, amazing. So that was my first time watching What We Do in the Shadows, Season 1, Episode 8. There was zero mention of the Baron. It seems like they've just completely moved on. We're back to having these family meetings that we saw in the first few episodes, and I like that they brought Jenna's character back. Obviously, we'd seen her kind of as a reoccurring character, you know, in previous episodes. Obviously, Nadja had turned her into a vampire, and every movie or TV show I see, they kind of have their own way of doing things. Obviously, there's some vampire lore that's consistent. Obviously, you know, like the crosses and going out into the sun, but how vampires are made in particular seems to change depending on what series you're watching. And to learn this process, I've seen some where you need to be like buried in the ground for 24 hours after, or you have to drink their blood, and the vampire has to, like, there has to be that exchange for it to become a vampire. But to see Jenna, you know, adjust to college life, and, you know, it seems like she was kind of struggling to find her voice as a person as well, to kind of stand up for herself. So I think that was really cool that they gave her that, you know, superpower of invisibility, which she discovers by accident when she gets so mad at this party that everybody's not even acknowledging her, you know, bumping into her, not even apologizing, and just ignoring her basically. And it did remind me again in Buffy when we had a character early on in season 1 that became invisible because she literally felt so invisible that became a reality. And it's interesting to see a similar concept with vampires. I don't think I've seen a vampire be invisible before. And thinking back to the original opening scene of this episode where we have Jenna looking in the mirror and we see a skeleton in the mirror, like a quick flash, and then the mirror is making a face that Jenna is not making. Like there's a different, you know, action happening in the mirror than happening in real life. So maybe that was a bit of foreshadow, which was a really cool effect as well. I like that they do that. And I just assumed because vampires don't typically have a reflection, that was kind of their way of playing it. And she did seem like, you know, a low saturation image. It was definitely a bit like faded. So again, I assumed that was the vampire lore of not having shadows, but I love that she can be invisible. I love that she turns into like this really awkward, it looks like a naked bat, like it has no fur. And, you know, they kind of address the fact that when these guys turn into vampires, they don't have to take off their clothes or anything, which is a common theme with werewolves. As soon as they transition from human to werewolf, their clothes are immediately torn, and they're usually found when they're back in human form naked somewhere random. So I like that she addressed that, and just kind of their reaction of being like, wait a minute, like they hadn't really thought about it before. But I'm sure for the logistics of filming, that would cause quite a bit of probably some comedic moments, but also probably some like logistical issues. So yeah, interesting that she brought that up, and to have her bat, you know, be hairless. Yeah, very bizarre. And them thinking that the motorcycle helmets would protect them, and Nadja, who's been a vampire for thousands of years, hasn't tried this before, and kind of her taking on this like mother figure role for Jenna, being like, let me show you the ways of being a vampire. And to see Jenna like struggle along the way, and, you know, not just saying no one was really there for her when she was figuring out how to be a vampire, and all the ways Jenna's trying to avoid eating a human, but of course she's a vampire, that's inevitable. And she's like, can I just, you know, drink? Do I have to kill them? And of course, you know, being hesitant about that as normal people would. But again, she's also a vampire. So, you know, she's so excited about this evening, and, you know, she's never stayed up this late before, and finally, you know, has her first human kill. And that it's at a frat party as well was interesting. And, you know, being in that surrounding, we've had a few episodes where the vampires go out to clubs and bars, but to see them at this like frat party setting, and to see Nadja use her powers to get that guy to do swirlies on himself and to go eat bricks, And yeah, just a really funny episode. And to see Nadja kind of take on this mentor mother figure role as, young Jenna becomes a vampire. And, I hope we get to see Jenna's character again. I'm not expecting to see her, immediately in the next episode, but I like having her as this reoccurring character, levitating in her bed at this community college. And yeah, I think it's just a really fun, of all the people you could turn into a vampire, I like that they chose her. And even Guillermo being so jealous, of course, and confronting Nandor at the end, being like, they just went out and picked a random person. And of course, he recognizes Jenna from the virgins that they had in the previous episode. And he just wants so badly to be this, vampire, and, brings up all the benefits in his mind. You're immortal, you can have all these things, you're immortal, you have all these powers, and all the things that he wants for himself that, he's kind of using as a pep talk to Nandor. And also things I think he's a bit jealous of. And again, when he sees that Jenna is a vampire, I think it just triggers all of that for him. And of course, having the storyline of Nandor not feeling like he has an identity and not feeling like he has a home, and his love for the 1992, Olympic basketball team. So funny, so ridiculous. I loved, there's so many jokes and puns in this, and just the way that he plays it up, and, going for his citizen test and all the things that he's asked. And he's like, you could be president for 1,000 years. And him not really having an understanding, and him, searching, wanting to have a home, wanting to have a place he can call his own, when he finds out that the country he's from hasn't existed since 1401. And, he's like, I was a ruler. Everybody's like, you're making this up. And he's trying to prove his point. And it's interesting to see a vampire, struggle with identity and wanting to have a home. Usually, again, from other TV shows and movies, they're pretty nomadic. They can't stay in one place for too long because people will figure out, when the population starts dropping. So that's interesting to have him be the opposite and, want to put down some kind of place to have his own. And, he was definitely heartbroken when he realized that he couldn't go back there anymore, even though clearly the country still exists. It's obviously has a different name, but, his idea of that place isn't there. And for him to, have to let that go, and even trying to attack that guy by his car, but then being too depressed and, giving this guy this whole backstory and explaining why he can't eat him, and this guy just running away. So yeah, really good episode. So funny. I like the stunt work and stuff they had in this with the flying and Nadja climbing the walls and stuff was so cool. And the invisibility even was really well done. Like just that little hint of like smoke or something around it when she disappears. So cool. Lifting up the keg at the party and throwing things and, grabbing the singer from the band outside. And I like that they still include those horror elements. Like, yes, obviously they're still vampires and, they are going to eat people and kill them. And it still has that, undertone of being a little bit scary. I'm not saying like, leave the lights on, at night, scary levels, but, that undertone that this is something dark still, and just a lot of, comedic elements obviously intertwined with that. But yeah, great stunt work, really great episode. So yeah, I'm very curious to see where we're going to go in the next episode. I don't know if Nandor is going to try and apply to be another citizen for another country, if he's just going to be happy with where he is and who he is and now. And poor Guillermo, again, he just wants so badly to be a vampire. I hope we get to see Jenna again in some episodes. So yeah, very curious to see the next episode. So thank you so much for sharing in this first time watching with me. If you have any other suggestions for TV shows you think I should watch, please comment below. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and check back often for more awesome content. That was cool with the skeleton in the mirror. He's like, I'm just stressed, okay? And I'm stress eating. These old-timey references. Basketball players? Good as an excuse as any. I mean, you're busy doing the Macarena. How is time to focus? He's like, but who's counting? I mean, it technically was one wedding, so... And now she turned herself invisible. Ska-la-la no more.